Autobots, roll out!
I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Magic Square Light of Freedom, and I love this toy. Originally released in December of 2018, this figure originally retailed for $100, but it is currently on sale from the Magic Square website for $67, and that's what I picked it up for because I just had to have it. After I got the Light of Peace and everybody kept telling me how the Light of Freedom was better than the Light of Peace, I had to get a Light of Freedom to check it out. He was on sale. I jumped right on it, and I don't know that I prefer one over the other. They both do different things, and I love them both for what they are trying to do. Now, if you're familiar with the Light of Justice figure, which I've also reviewed here, it was the small, kind of a legend scale, almost masterpiece Optimus Prime. This is almost the same figure as that, just done in a masterpiece scale. The truck right here is approximately 8 inches long, about 3 inches tall at the top of the cab right here, 8 if you go to the top of the smokestacks. And yeah, what this is basically just a masterpiece scale Optimus Prime. It's just another option, another entry into the masterpiece scale Optimus Prime. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the copy that I got here is the one that's done in metallic color. So you got this really nice dark metallic red right here. You've got those really nice shiny chrome details for the grille and the bumper. You got translucent yellow on the headlight right there. You got, I think it's translucent. I don't know. It's not shiny metal like that. Whatever those divots are right there. You got a nice silver stripe in the front. You got the silver on the windshield wipers right there. Again, on the mirrors going along the sides. That stripe goes along. I love how they did the silver pinstriping around the window with translucent windows in the front and on the sides. Nice details for the wheels and the steps getting in. The doors actually open, which is really neat. There's nothing in there, but the door's open, which is super neat. Autobot symbol, which I added because, of course, I'm going to put an Autobot symbol on all my Transformers, and I opted to go with a little silver metallic looking one just to match with the rest of the figure. Going into the side here, you got the nice chrome tank right there, metallic blue on the back of the figure right there, rubber wheels, rolls really, really nicely. You got some details back there for the taillights, translucent blue. I love how this translucent blue looks right there on the tip of the hitch right there, going all the way around. Very, very nice. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful figure. Now, something that's very strange about this is during the transformation, these two panels flip over, and this is something that the Legend scale figure didn't have. But these flip over, and there are some slots that are shown here. As of the time of this recording, these slots don't fit any MP size trailer that I'm aware of. The MP10, these slots are way too far apart for the MP10 to fit here. And of course, the MP44 has nowhere to go on here. So I don't know if they were maybe planning on making their own trailer and at some point just decided not to. I don't know what the deal is, but as of the time of this recording, I don't know of any trailer. If you know, go in the comments, let me know, but I don't know of any trailer that will fit and actually go on here. I may try to 3D print something that goes across here that tabs into these 4 tabs and then has the 2 slots here and here to accommodate for the MP10 trailer. I may try that now that I have a 3D printer and see how that goes. Couple of quick comparisons. Here he is with the Light of Peace. So again, you know, these two figures are trying to do 2 different things. This is more of an MP figure, kind of like your MP10, where this one is the more of a take on an MP44, where this one's trying to be like a masterpiece of the original toy. This is going to be a masterpiece of what you saw in the animation. This is meant to be more animation accurate. This is meant to be more toy accurate. So they're both doing different things, and I think they both do them really, really well. Another comparison, here he is with the Debon model, 9907. This is the IDW style Optimus Prime, so you can see what the 2 of them look like together. And then, of course, because he's always here just in case I run out of peanut butter, here he is with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, so you can see what the 2 of them look like together. Transformation for Light of Freedom is nearly identical to his smaller Light of Justice counterpart, just a couple of added extra steps just because he's bigger and it adds a little more details, but it's nearly identical transformation. So we're going to start here at the smokestacks. Go ahead and push these down. You're going to push the top of the smokestack down, and then you're going to take the base of the smokestack and you're going to push that up and get that out of the way. So that's going to give him proper proportions for his smokestacks there. Now we're going to move to the side of the vehicle here. These panels right here, these are going to pop off. These are actually tabbed into the side there. So it's kind of hard to see right now. There's a slot right there and there's a tab right in there that the slot's into. So go ahead and untab both of those. Let's go down here to the back. We're going to take the two halves of the back of the truck here and split these in half. Pull this down right here. There's a little tab right there that's tabbed into the wheel well. So we're going to want to untab that to rotate that out. And it gets tight. The tolerances on mine I have found to be very, very tight. So there you go. So you see that little tab right there was into that slot right there. So we'll go ahead and just do that. So this panel comes down. This is tabbed in here as well. And then that's going to open up. And then this is going to rotate all the way out like that. There's a little panel right here. This is an added panel, and we're going to bring that out. Now, the whole wheel well with the tank and this panel here, this is going to slide out. Again, it is tabbed in right there. It gets a little tight on mine. I'll just kind of pull that out just like that, and that's going to allow you to take this top half of the back of the truck here and rotate it up. It's on a double hinge. Get it about halfway. Take this panel right here and flip this around. That's where that little slot there was for the, I guess, what was going to be a hitch that never was. I don't know. Go ahead and rotate that. I tend to forget that one a lot. Take the toe. The toe is on a double hinge, so the toe is going to go forward and down on this double hinge right there. And then the back of the heel is going to do the same. It's going to come out and down on a double hinge there to get the toe flat. Start rotating the wheel well. We're going to take the little red panel here, fold it behind the gas tank. And this is just one of those steps that you kind of have to work it out on your own. We'll bring it down here. We're going to take this gas tank and we're going to rotate this behind the wheel well right there and finish rotating the wheel well all the way down. We're going to start bringing the leg down. And when we get it about there or so, you got to give yourself clearance. We're going to take that whole wheel well assembly on that post right there. Push that in. That's going to fit inside of the leg. Finish bringing the leg down, and that's going to cover up the wheels. And we're going to take this panel here. I'm going to close this up. Let me make sure I got that all lined up right. So when you bring this in, you want to make sure that this panel is sliding in right here under his thigh. You're going to slide that forward, and then you're going to tab that tab and slot right there to hide away the wheels. And finally, this panel is going to close that up. And there you go. There's one leg done. Really cool how they hide everything inside of the leg. So again, we're going to pop this open and tight tolerances on mine. There we go. Open that up. Bring this panel out. Bring that out there. Unpeg the wheel well from the leg. Start rotating the leg up about halfway. Give yourself some clearance. Fold that over. Fold the tank over. Rotate the wheels the rest of the way. Flip this panel around. Fold out the foot. So bring out we'll do the heel this time. Down and out. Toe, down and out. Start bringing the leg down. Get yourself almost there. And then push the wheels in. And then slide the shin piece up and over the wheel well. And something's not lining up just right for me. And I'm not quite sure what. I don't know why I'm not lining up. Weird. If you guys watched my review of the Light of Justice, you'll remember that I found that figure to be fiddly and difficult to transform. Actually hurt my fingers, gave me arthritic pains. This figure is no different. Just because it's bigger doesn't make it easier to transform for me. The design is really, really intelligent, really smart design. There we go. It's a really intelligent and smart design, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the tolerances or what, but like this figure, I find it, along with the smaller one, I don't know why I find it difficult to transform and fiddly. And it's not a difficult transformation. It's just for me, I find it hard to transform. Tolerances feel a little tight, and it gives me arthritic pains. It's kind of weird. But anyway, there you go. There's the legs all done right there. So, yeah, looking really good. Now, we're going to go up here to the top, and we're just going to pull that off. There's a little tab right here that's into that slot there, and then just flip that over. And that's the bottom of the truck, or the bottom of the robot, rather. Let's bring the camera up some. Start working on the top here. So, new steps right here with the doors. We're going to pull these out. These are on a kind of a little ball joint right there and a double hinge. So just kind of open that up right there. This panel here is tabbed in, so you want to kind of pull on this panel as well. It's really tight. You want to kind of get that panel untabbed and out. And that's going to give us the clearance to move the arms out. So there we go. So you can see that this panel here is on a double hinge right there. Once we do that, we can take the forearm right here, or rather the shoulder, pull it back, and then you're going to pull it back some more. You want that red piece right there to slide out. That is going to allow you to bring the arm out. This red piece right here, right there, when it comes packaged in robot mode, and I could not get these arms to fold back, and it was because of that slider piece. It was super tight. It took a lot of doing to get it to slide in and out like that. That is what lets you rotate it in and out. And then when you push it back in, it's going to lock it, so you're going to want to watch that. All right, so while we're here, might as well finish on the arm. So we're going to bring this down and rotate it. We're going to take the fist right here, rotate this out. A couple of added steps right here. We're going to reach in here. We're going to get this little panel right there. We're going to pull this up and out. And then there's another little panel right in there. So we got to fold that one out like that. And then that's going to close and tab into place. And then on the bottom of the arm, a couple more added steps right here. This panel here is going to fold. And then this whole door is actually going to go on this double hinge here. And it's going to go all the way up inside the arm. Right in there. You got to fit that thing in there. Just like that. Get it flat. And then this panel is going to close up with those two tabs right there. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I have it lined up right. And then those two panels are going to go into those tabs right there. And that's one arm done. I'm going to have to glue. I keep pushing the windshields and popping them off. And I think I'm going to have to glue them in place because I just keep popping them off. We're going to open up the fists. Open up the arm right there. There you go. There's one arm done. And I'm going to pull that up just to get it out of the way for the time being. So again, we're going to repeat that on this side. Pull the door open. We're going to pull this panel and untab it. Again, super tight on the tabs on mine for some reason. Get that thing untabbed. And then take the whole shoulder. Pull it back. And then again, make sure you pull back far enough for that red slider piece there to slide back. Watch it there. There you go. Right there. And that's going to allow you to rotate the arm forward. So we'll straighten it out. Open up this panel. Rotate that. Bring the fist out. Reach in here. Get the little panel up and out. Unfold that panel there. And again, there's a little tab and a slot right there. So you're just going to tab that in place. This little panel here is going to fold in. And then the door is going to fold inside of the arm. Just like so. And close that up right there. Open up the fist and the fingers. And there's the other arm. Done. Fold that up and out of the way. Almost there. Let's go around the back here. We're going to take this panel here. We're going to fold this down. That's going to reveal the head, and we're going to flip that up and over. Again, super tight on mine. I don't know if it's, I don't have the original version of this figure. Close that up right there. I only have this one with the metallic paint, and I don't know if maybe the metallic paint creates a tighter tolerances or what, but man, the tolerances on this figure just is hard to transform. Take the windows, pop these open, take the grill and the front half of the bumper here, and we're going to pull these forward. They are tabbed in. There's a tab here on the inside of the bumper. There's another tab, hard to see, right back here behind the grill that goes into a slot there. So just pull this forward as far as it'll go, and then take these panels, rotate them up, or sorry, rotate them out to the side. Like that. We're going to take the bumper, pull that out as far as it'll go, the bumper and the grill right there. I'm going to start rotating this out. I like to angle it out some, and then take the bottom half of the bumper right here and rotate it around. That is where his matrix is located, which is also removable, by the way. And then we're going to push that in on that post. Like I said, removable. So, let's put that back in place. There you go. Okay, almost there. These panels are going to rotate like so. Come on the back here so you can see what's happening. We're going to push this whole thing up, and that panel is going to line up to the back right there. That's what's going to form this up right here, and then we can close the windows, rotate them at the waist, and then sandwich him or accordion him here at the waist, get them straightened out, and finally I'm going to push these pieces in to complete his silhouette. And there we have Magic Square Light of Freedom in his robot mode. Looking really, really nice. He stands approximately 10 inches tall. I'm going to back up some here. And yeah, he looks absolutely fantastic. And again, it is really just an upsized, more detailed version of the smaller Light of Justice counterpart, which is really neat. Again, the design is super neat, and the transformation is like super intelligent. For whatever reason, I just find myself personally having a hard time with the tolerances of this, and I just find them fiddly personally, but that's not to say that's not a cool transformation. Very well thought out, and it just makes for a super, super clean robot. Check that out. All of the truck parts are hidden. I love the way the legs transform on all of these Magic Square figures. That's just so smart the way they do that. So yeah, now the big difference between this one and the newer Light of Peace is that, of course, this is kind of like an MP10, right? It's meant to look like a masterpiece version of the toy, where the Light of Peace was meant to look like an MP44 or a masterpiece version of the animation model. So, you know, they both do something different, and they both do it very, very well. Coming in close so you can see the head sculpt. Check this out. This thing is just so clean and beautiful. And I love that shiny, shiny paint. It looks so good on him. Going all the way around one more time so you can see very clean, no kibble. Very, very nice, clean. And those shiny colors or metallic colors look so, so nice on him. Articulation-wise, the head can move up and down and side to side. Shoulders can go forward and backwards all the way around. They can also go up and down. You got to pull the joint out, but you can do it. Rotation at the bicep. And then there's also a rotation right under the elbow. You got a double bend at the elbow right there. The wrists can rotate. The thumb is on a ball joint, and it also has a hinge or a pin right there at the first knuckle. And then each finger is individually pinned at the base and at the first knuckle. So it makes for very nice hand poses right there. Rotation at the waist. Legs can go forward that far. You can see how tight mine is. Back only that far because of the skirt right here. You can move the skirts in and out of the way. You can go in and out. You can rotate at the thigh. You can bend that far at the knee. There is no rotation here. And then, of course, the feet can move forward and backwards, and they also have ankle tilt. So very nice range of posability for this guy. He can also ab crunch because of that joint right there for the transformation, so he can do that as well. And look down and talk to some humans. So very cool. Very, very neat. And the antennas move. I think that's just more for transformation than anything else, but they do move. I guess I should mention that. Alrighty, let's give him his weapon. So here is his weapon one more time. Very nice take on the G1 Optimus weapon. And again, just like a lot of these Masterpiece style figures, you got tabs right there on the handle. So we're going to open up his hand, move his thumb out of the way. And he's got slots in his hand. So we're going to take his weapon and slot it right in. I like to bring the thumb up first and then close the fingers around that. And that just makes it so that the index finger or the trigger finger sticks out a little further, which I think looks better for me. Anyway, I think it looks more natural that way. And there you go. And of course, the Autobot logo I put on him. And again, I chose the silver one, this metallic one, because of, you know, him being a metallic painted figure. I thought that would look really nice instead of like the white outline. So there you go. And you see what the two of them look like together. Two of them. So you can see what he looks like. And for comparison, so you can see what the two of them look like together. Here he is next to Light of Peace. So you can see what these guys look like together. And again, you know, this is doing an MP10, kind of like a Masterpiece toy, where this is doing kind of like an MP44, a Masterpiece of the animation model. Both of these figures, a lot of people say one is better than the other. There's a lot of arguments about which one is better. They're different figures, guys. You know, they are both doing something completely different, and they both do what they're trying to do very, very well. Absolutely fantastic figures, and I think it's worth getting both. I really do. These are I love the way these guys look together. So there he is with the Light of Peace. One quick comparison here. He is with the Bond model 9907, or for some of you, the Generation Toy Op-X. So you can see what the two of them look like together. Again, just two Masterpiece size figures there. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And because I always have him here in case I run out of coffee creamer, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime. So yeah, I really like this figure. Again, for me personally, and I do not want to detract you from this. This is just a personal thing. Ever since I got the little version of this guy, the Light of Justice, I found him fiddly, difficult to transform. Like, it's hard to explain. I think the transformation is brilliant. It's not difficult. It's just, for me personally, I find maybe the steps, maybe the order of the operation, or maybe just the tolerance is something about the Light of Justice, and also this guy, the Light of Freedom. When I'm transforming him, it makes my fingers hurt. But that's just me. That's just like, I'm the only person I've ever heard give that complaint. Everybody else that I've seen have an experience with this figure absolutely loves it. So don't take that comment as something negative. I think that's just a personal thing on me, and just, you know, getting to that age. Brilliant transformation, brilliant truck mode, brilliant robot mode. It's a shame that the truck mode doesn't take a trailer. It would have been cool if it had some sort of a way to get the MP10 trailer on them. As it stands, it doesn't look like it'll fit either MP10 or MP44 trailer. So that's kind of a shame. But still, you know, I got plenty of other figures I can put that trailer on. So, you know, it's not that terrible. It's still a fantastic figure. He does get displayed in robot mode, so it's not like I need that trailer. I mean, that trailer gets shared with like 6 different figures. Oh, there you go. Absolutely fantastic figure. Really happy to add him to my collection. And I think that about does it for the Magic Square Light of Freedom. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.